What is up, everyone? It is Sunday, and I'm going to play a little bit of some football here. We're going to play Buffalo and Miami. This is from 1980. This is an interesting set of cards here for 1980 for these two teams. I did not know that Bob Griese was still playing in Miami in 1980. I know Tony Nathan and Delvin Williams. We know them. Terry Robisky. I didn't know he was playing. We got Uwe von Schamann as a kicker. That's kind of nice. And then we got Nat Moore as the lead receiver. He is, if I remember correctly, he's like the human pinwheel. What did they call him that flew? He got tackled and flew around in circles. The sprinkler? I don't know what it was. Something like that. We got Doriel Harris. These are all guys I know that I did not played back in 1980 for Miami. For Buffalo, you got Joe Ferguson, Joe Cribbs, a couple guys named Joe. Curtis Brown, I don't know, but you got Roosevelt Leaks. Roosevelt Leaks played for, I believe, Pittsburgh in 1972 or maybe 1965. I don't remember, but I think he played for Pittsburgh at some point. That's about all I know for Buffalo. Who's their wide receiver here? Jerry Butler. I don't really know him. I don't know a lot of the Bills other than Joe Ferguson and Joe Cribbs. But this is a pretty good team here. Defense is where Buffalo has the advantage. I think they won this game in real life 17-7. And if we look at Buffalo's sheet here, they are a 38 on offense, which is pretty good. Look at all those fours at the top there. That's great. They have 3 A receivers in Jerry Butler, Frank Lewis, and then Joe Cribbs, who's a B on medium and long, but an A on short. Then you look at that defense, so 42 against the pass. That is huge with a 38 against the run. They're going to end up with a +6 defensive card because of that, which is going to give them a huge advantage. Miami, who I'm a fan of. I'm a fan of Miami. Ever since the Dan Marino days, I've been a fan of Miami. They also have 3 A receivers. They're Tony Nathan, Doriel Harris, Nat Moore. They're only a 36 on offense, and then they're a 37 on defense. So they're actually going to be a -1, both run and pass. And actually, I got that wrong for Buffalo. They're a +6 against the pass, but they're a +2 against the run. So, So this ought to be a fun one. Joe Cribbs is going to get about 50% of the carries. And then Delvin Williams, Terry Robisky, Tony Nathan, and Steve Howell. And then Woody Bennett. They're all going to get a bunch of carries. So this ought to be a fun one. Again, in real life, Buffalo won 17-7. I've already flipped the coin, and Buffalo will kick off. And don't forget, we've got our new camera over here. We've got what I like to call camera cam. I don't remember what it's called. I forgot already. Oh, focus cam, card focus cam. So if I click there, you can see there's Roland Hooks. That's just the card that I grabbed. He's a backup punt returner, it looks like, and a halfback. So we've got that for any special moments that come up that I want to get you guys a closer view of the card. Let's go ahead and start playing here. Everything on? Yep, everything's ready. I got this over here. And let's see. Buffalo will kick off. Miami won the toss. So, get all my dice. There we go. And all right, here we go. We're going to kick off with Buffalo. So I always thought it was Mike Mayer, but then I saw Dave Gardner playing his kicking contest back at like the beginning of the year. He did a field goal kicking contest, and he pronounced it Mickemeyer, which I like better. I don't know what's correct, but I'm going to go with him on this and just say Nick Mickemeyer is their kicker. Here we go. So we get a 33. A 33 is a 25, and a 25 is a touchback. So there's your kickoff. That was quick. Mickemeyer boots it through the end zone. And Miami will start 1st and 10 on their 20. Miami is one of the few exact split 50-50 teams. Look at that, 492 and 492. You won't see that on any other sheet that I have right now. So they are a 50-50 team when they're on offense. That means 1 through 10 on the purple die is going to be your runs, and then 11 through 20 is going to be your passes. First play is going to be an inside run. So Miami starting off with a running play here. We'll see if this game's any different than my previous game, Minnesota and Atlanta, where both quarterbacks had like almost 500 yards. Okay, move this over here. There we go. All right, so here we go. Inside run for Miami. And we're going to start with a 41. 41 is going to be Terry Robisky. Seriously, that Terry Robisky, the coach. I didn't know that. I didn't know he played. 63 on your defense is going to be a BD. So Buffalo comes out looking for a pass. Miami's going to surprise him with a run play here. And we get a 15 for Robisky, and that's a 17, and he's going to get some positive yardage here. He'll get 4. No, he'll get 8. My bad. He'll get 8 yards on that run. So Robisky, I think he coached for the Browns at some point within the last 15 years. I think. Wasn't he a wide receivers coach or something? I don't remember. I know his kid played for Ohio State. That's all I got. All right, here we go. Second play, 2nd and 2. And we are going to go short pass. So Bob Griese, who is 35 years old at the point of this game, is going to take the ball back. And a 42 for your receiver. That's going to be Delvin Williams. He's a B. And a 64 on defense is going to be a CS. So we will go CS, and we're going to go Griese to the running back, Delvin Williams. A 65, that's an 18, and that is going to be incomplete. And Griese. I guess that he's got David Woodley up here as the starter. I guess I didn't look to see who played. Woodley's a 2. I actually don't know who played in this game now, but I'm playing Griese because I've already started, and I don't really want to change anything. So we're going to go Griese, incomplete to Delvin Williams. And that's going to be 15 seconds off the clock. And it's going to be 3rd down and 2 now for Miami. We'll go standard offense. And we will get an outside run. So a little pitch out coming here. All right. So figure out what I'm going to put on my TV. Let's see. What are we going to watch? All right. 36 is going to be Terry Robisky again. And 53 on your defense is going to be a CS. So Robisky's going to take the pitch. He does go outside, right? Yes, he does. And a 14. And a 14. And we have a fumble. We have an F17 from Terry Robisky. So let's verify it here. Again, I've got my little verified die. It's the orange one. 1 through 4 means the fumble counts. And 5 through 20 means it doesn't count. And the reason I do this, if you're a little bit newer to the channel, is because there's way too many fumbles in this game. I'm replaying the 1989 season, and it looks to me like characters are on pace to get like 80% more fumbles or 4 times more fumbles, whatever it is, than they actually get in real life. So 1 through 4 is 20% on this die, so that's kind of how I do it. So 1 through 4 means the fumble counts. 5 through 15, it doesn't count. Let's see what happens. And we're going to get a 14. So now what we'll do is we'll use the result of the fumble, which is an F17, to determine the result of the play. And you know how these fumbles are. This could be anything from -20 to a touchdown. It's how these things work. So here we go. F17, 56, and that is going to be -1. So Robisky is going to lose a yard. And Miami, 4th and 3, they're going to have to punt. Their punter, George Roberts, is going to come out on 4th down. Kick it away, 41. That'll be a 10. And George Roberts is going to punt it 37 yards, and it'll be taken by D10. Not a great punt there. 37 and D10. So he's going to take it at his own 36, and it's going to be Joe Cribbs, primary punt returner. A 42 for Cribbs is a 13. And he will get 6 yards on the return. And Buffalo with great field position starting at their own 43. Whoops. Their own 42. And we got a minute and a half gone in this game, so let's keep it going here. Buffalo, let's take a look at them real quick. They are a run heavy team. You can see here 57% to 43. So for Buffalo, 1 through 11 on the dice are going to be runs, with 1 through 6 being outside, and the passes are going to be 12 to 20. So 1 through 11 are runs, 12 to 20 are your passes. So here we go. Buffalo. That's a 3. That'll be an inside run. And we got a bunch of big numbers here. We got a 56. 56 for Buffalo. Oh, no, that's the defense. Sorry. 56 is an AS for Miami's defense. But 66, who are we giving the ball to? That's going to be Terry Miller. I do not have a clue who Terry Miller is and why he's not on my... Oh, there he is right there. He's our kick returner. He's a halfback, fullback 2, C1. He's our primary kick returner. Apparently, he got the ball a few times. And he's going to get it here. Terry Miller. A 25 for Miller. That's a 17. And he'll get 8 yards of his own. So Terry Miller, taking advantage of the limited carries he got that year, makes it 2nd and 2 at midfield. Okay, we're going to go to a short pass. This is exactly like Miami. Inside run, short pass. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so we're going to have a short pass. Big numbers again. 65 this time on the defense. That's an AS. 55. 55 is Lou. I'm going to go with Picone. And he's a C, so we'll go back to BS. So Lou Picone. He is a backup wide receiver. He's an EB2, C1. Went to West Liberty State. I have no idea where that is. But he's going to get the target on this play. So Ferguson, looking for Picone, 15. That'll be a complete. And Picone is going to get 10 yards, and that's a first down. So Ferguson to Lou Picone for 10. And it is going to be 1st and 10 now on the Miami 40. So they've already gotten across that 50, and they're threatening. And we're going to get a 7. That'll be an outside run. Big numbers again. 62 this time on the defense. 35. 35 is Frank Lewis. He's an A. So Frank Lewis is an A wide receiver for Buffalo. I don't know him. Frank Lewis. There he is. He's an EB3, A4. Went to Grambling State. And he will be on the target of this one. He's an A. So 62 is an AS, so that's where we'll stay. And we will go Ferguson to Frank Lewis. Oh, 43. Oh, no. It's a 27. And Joe Ferguson is going to take off and run. So Ferguson. So our defense was what? 62. It's an AS. So Ferguson, apparently a mobile quarterback. A 15. That's an 11. And he'll get 4 yards on that run. So Ferguson picks up 4 on the quarterback scramble. All right, it's going to be 2nd down and 6 now for Buffalo. Okay, took a bit of a dinner break there, and then I took 3 more days of a break. It's actually Wednesday, and I'm continuing this first quarter. I got a little sidetracked on Sunday when I was playing this, so let's keep it going here. Buffalo has 2nd and 6 on the Miami 36. We are 3 minutes into the first quarter. We have no score, and I believe this is Buffalo's first drive of the game. But again, that was 3 days ago that I started this whole thing. So let's see. Buffalo is a 55-45 run team. So on 2nd and 6, they're going to go inside run. Okay. $41 on the defense. That was a 1. That'll be an AS. And 65. Who's this running back? This is going to be Roland Hooks. Down here, he's a halfback 2. And he's going to be our running back. So Roland Hooks on the inside run. A 54. Oh, we're going to start off with a penalty. 35 for Hooks is 2 yards, but we have a TE. So let's check that penalty. I got to get my book here. Apparently I wasn't prepared to come back on. There we go. All right, so let's roll for our TE. And we get a 16. And that is going to be holding on the offense. That was 2 yards. Yeah, we'll take that penalty. So that's the first penalty of the game. That's going to be a 10-yarder on Buffalo for holding. And that is going to make it 2nd and 16, back to the 46-yard line. So we'll go short pass heavy here. And we'll get a short pass. All right, 36 on your defense. And 13. 13 is going to be Jerry Butler. No relation. He is an A. He's an EB4A6, so he's a pretty good player. He's Buffalo's #1 receiver. And it looks like, based on his numbers there, I see a lot of 3, 5, 9. Looks like he runs the halfback sweep every now and then. This camera, I keep bumping it. It's not in the best place right now. I'm still trying to set up this desk properly. Let's see. There we go. See how long we can keep that going. All right. So Jerry Butler is an A. Your defense is a 36. That's an AS. So make it that's a BS. Make it an AS. So Ferguson, going to be looking for Jerry Butler. A 22 for Ferguson. That's going to be complete, and that is a 23-yard completion from Ferguson to Butler. And that is going to be a first down in Buffalo, down to Miami's 23-yard line. Again, they won this game in real life 17-7. All right, an 11, so they're a run team. So that's actually going to be an outside run. All right, 22. 22 on your defense is a BG. 16 is going to be Joe Cribbs. So Joe Cribbs against a run defense, a BG. A 36. 36 is a 22, and Cribbs is going to get nailed for no gain. And that's going to make it 2nd and 10 for Buffalo. On the 23. And let's go short pass heavy here. And we're going to get a short pass. And I didn't flip the chart last time, but I think it's still going to be a 0, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. We're now between the 10 and 30 here. All right, on the short pass, 23. 23 on your defense is a CG. Oh, 64. 64 is Roland Hooks, our running back. He's a C, so we're going to stay in a CG. We're going to go Ferguson to Roland Hooks. Oh, a 44. So Ferguson's getting double. That's another 4. That's another first down. And that is a first down plus 6. So that's going to be 16 yards, and it's going to set up first and goal for the Bills at the 7-yard line. So Ferguson isn't messing around here. He's 3 of 3, 49 yards right now. He's playing well. First and goal at the 7. I'll go standard offense. The only pass I have right now is short pass. So let's see what we get here. We're going to get an inside run. All right. So Buffalo going to hand it off. First and goal, 23. And 23 is not a great roll for defense. That'll be a CD. And we're going back to Roland Hooks. So Roland Hooks, man on the drive here, since I turned the camera back on. He'll take the run. He'll take the inside run. 52. Oh, no, he's going to go backwards. Actually, he's going to gain 2. Okay. So Roland Hooks is going to pick up 2 yards, 2 unexpected yards. He fought for him and ended up falling forward here. And that's going to make it 2nd and goal at the 5. We'll stick with the standard offense. And we'll get a short pass. All right, we get a 62. So that's your defense. It's an AS. And we'll get a 24. And 24 is Curtis Brown. He's our fullback. He's actually a B on short passes. So we'll stay right at AS. Joe Ferguson going to try to dump it off to his fullback. Oh, 52. Ferguson, that's a... Oh, no, that's a 25. Holy cow, Ferguson has a 25 at 52. 52 is a scramble number. And Joe Ferguson just threw an interception. That's a W55. Look at this. On that row, there's that's your tab. That's your row. There's only one interception number at 25, and he just nailed it. W55 for Ferguson. So he's going to throw an interception. Now, The only thing that could keep this from being an interception is if he throws it, if it's longer than 15 yards, because that would be out of the back of the end zone. So W55. Here we go, Ferguson. Let's see what happened. A 51. And that's 8 yards. So it's going to be intercepted 3 yards into the end zone. So it's going to go Ferguson to Curtis Brown. And that's going to go 8 yards and be intercepted. So let's see who got the interception from Miami. Again, I have my interception numbers down here. There's a pretty good amount of guys here. And the one thing I love about Miami in the 70s and into the 80s is the killer bees. All their guys on defense whose name started with a B. I don't know how they ended up that way, but it did. So let's see who got it. We got a 22. And that is going to be Gerald Small, a non-killer bee, apparently. Gerald Small. He is a starting cornerback. So he must have come off the receiver and run right in front of the fullback. Look at that. He's a 4. He's a W7, and he's got an R column on his interception. So because of that, he's going to try to take it out from the 3 yards deep in the end zone. Let's see what he can do. A 44. That's an 18. And he is going to get 26 yards on the return. And a big play by Miami's defense. And Gerald Small. He's going to take Miami out to the 23-yard line. And that's where they're going to start their drive after stopping Buffalo. That's a big defensive play right there. Crowd not happy. And Miami takes over for their second drive. I think they went 3 and out. Yeah, 3 plays, 7 yards. That's all they got so far. So they went 3 and out the first time. So let's see if they can do better here. Let's see. And they are a 50-50 split. So they're going to start off with a short pass. All right. So a 22. And that's going to be Terry Robisky. He's their fullback, and he's a B. 35 on your defense is a CS, so we'll stay at CS. So Griese looking for Robisky, and it's a 22. That's going to be another 4. That's going to be 14 yards. Griese hits Robisky, and that'll be a first down for Miami, and they're going to take it out to the 37-yard lines. It going here. And let's see. We're going to go with another short pass while I look for something to put on my TV. So another short pass. All right, a 51 this time. A 51 is going to be Tony Nathan, the running back. He's an A. 63 on your defense. Oh, this might be an AD. What do we got? That will be, actually, it's going to be a CD. So it's a it's a CG. So it's a rushing defense, but it's a C on the offense. So Griese going to look for Tony Nathan. The 32. Oh, I hate those small straights. And I'm not watching Miami Vice. I don't want to watch that. Too many people get shot and killed in that one. Let's go with... Where's my Perry Mason? There it is. We'll go with Perry Mason. All right, so we got a 32 for Griese. That'll be that's a 25. And Bob Griese is going to return the favor. That's an interception, W58. And he's going to toss it right back to Buffalo. So W58, 45. And that's going to be a 15-yard pass. Griese to Nathan. For 15, it's going to be picked off. Who got it for Buffalo? A 25. That's going to be Mario Clark. Mario Clark did not have many interceptions that year. I can tell by his number. Oops, wrong one. Oh, that's what happens. I hit the wire when I grab these cards. I got to remember that. We'll see how that does. All right, back to Mario Clark. He's a starting cornerback for Buffalo. There he is. Yeah, he's a W. Oh, look at that. He's a W1, and he has a 0 in parentheses, meaning he gets 0 yards on the return. He's also an FR, fumble recovery 0. So when he gets the ball, he just kind of stops. And so Buffalo, no return for Mario Clark. But Buffalo gets that ball back. And they'll take over on their own 48-yard line, start the next drive. Okay. All right, what's Buffalo going to do with their first play? They're going to go inside run on their first play. It's both teams now turning the ball over here. .42 and 32. So it's going to be Joe Cribbs. 42 is a CS. So Cribbs on the inside run of 42. 42 is an 18, and Joe Cribbs is going to get 3 yards on the carry. That'll make it 2nd down and 7 on the 49 now for Buffalo. They actually crossed the 50. They get to Miami's 49. They're going to come back with a short pass. 41 on your defense and 41 on your receiver. That is going to be Joe Cribbs, and he's an A on short passes. 41 on your defense is an AS. So Ferguson looking for his running back. 62 for Joe. It's an 18, and an 18 is going to be incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 7 now for Buffalo. And they're on the Miami 49. Short pass heavy. And we will get a medium pass. All right, 31 on your defense. That's a CS. And a 15, we're going to go back to Jerry Butler. He's an A, so make it a BS. So a pretty standard defense here for Buffalo on the medium, or for Miami on the medium pass. So Ferguson going to look for his number 1, Jerry Butler. Oh, a 33. Ferguson, that's a 3, and that's going to be 30 yards. Ferguson gets Buffalo down inside the 20 to the 19. Big play. Ferguson to Butler. And that'll make it 1st and 10 now at the Miami 19. So Buffalo right back down there after that interception. They get the ball back, and they are right back down into Miami territory here. And we're going to go with a 6, and they're rushing teams. That'll be an inside run. All right, 22. 22 is a good defense. That's going to be a BG, and it is going to be Joe Cribbs. So Joe Cribbs against a BG. A 33 for Cribbs. And that is going to be a 15, and he is going to get 8 yards. He will get 8 yards against that rush defense. That'll make it 2nd down and 2 at the Miami 11. And we'll go big here. Let's try to run the ball again. And we're going to roll another inside run. Oh, come on. Come on. There you go. 25. That'll be, what is 25? An AG. 31 is Cribbs. So Cribbs again up the middle. This time against an AG. 45 for Cribbs. It's a 22. And he'll pick up 2. That'll be a 1st down, and that's going to give Buffalo 1st and goal at the 9. All right, 6.5 to go now in this first quarter. And let's just go standard again. Any pass is a short pass. That'll be an outside run. So Ferguson's going to line up and pitch the ball. And he is going to pitch it to, it's going to be Cribbs again. 36 is a BS. A 42 for Cribbs. That's an 18. And he'll get 3. So he'll get 3 of the 9 yards for that touchdown. And that'll make it 2nd and goal at the 6. I'll go short pass heavy here, and I only have short pass. So no need to roll the other one. So 16 on your defense. 16's an AS. 46 is going to be Mark Brammer. I have no idea who Mark Brammer is. Is he a starter? No. Mark Brammer. There he is. He's a backup tight end. He's a B. He's a B3. Went to Michigan State. All right, so Mark Brammer is going to be our receiver. Again, 16's an AS, so we'll stay right there. We'll go short pass. All right, Ferguson looking for his tight end. Oh, my goodness, Ferguson keeps getting doubles on those pass plays. That's 8 yards. That's a touchdown. Buffalo, first to strike. Joe Ferguson hits Mark Brammer for a 6-yard touchdown pass. And they will go up 6-0. Bring out Nick Mickemeyer to kick the extra point. And it's a 26, and a 26 is a 22. A 22 is interesting. It is going to be good. And that will make it 7-0 Buffalo as they overcame their interception. Their defense got one of their own, and then they took it down and scored. 5:45 to go in the first quarter. Mickemeyer to kick off. A 36. That'll be a 4. And that'll be 2 yards deep into the end zone. 67-09. And let's roll for it. So 1 through 12 is a touchback. And it is a 13. So who is it? Don Bessalou is going to try to return it. He's our OA. A 65 for Bessalou is a 21. And he'll get 19 yards. And Miami will start 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. All right. 1st and 10. There we go. And they're going to start off with an inside run. $31 and $52. So $52, that'll be a CD. And $31 is going to be Delvin Williams. He's a halfback 3. And he's going to take the run. He's got a couple of K columns here. That's interesting. All right, here we go. Delvin Williams on the inside. 35, that's a 17. And he'll get 6. It's a good start to the drive there for the Dolphins. A 6-yard run by Delvin Williams. 2nd and 4 now to the 23. And they will go outside run this time. So Griese's going to pitch it out. And we get a 61 and a 12. So 12 is not great. That's going to be a CD. 61 for Miami is going to be Steve Howell. There he is. He's a fullback. He's also a backup tight end. In fact, is he the starter? No. Who's the starter? Oh, Ronnie Lee is the starter, but he's also a 3. So Steve Howell is going to take this handoff. And he's going to go outside. Does he go outside? Yeah, he'll go outside. Okay. All right. So Howell against a CD. A 36 for Howell. That's a 22. And he will get nothing. No gain at all. That's going to make it 3rd and 4 for Miami. And they're going to go short pass heavy here. And they're going to get a medium pass. Griese going to look down the field a little bit. All All right, 31. And that will be Duriel Harris. And he's an A. I got some pretty good receivers. He's an EB3, but he's an A4. So he was a pretty big target. Nat Moore is the number 1 receiver. Duriel Harris is the number 2. He's the Y. And he's going to be your receiver here. Your defense, 44. 44 is a BD. We'll make it an AD. So we got a medium pass AD here. Griese looking for Duriel Harris on 3rd and 4. Oh, no, 34. We have a 35, and we have 4 yards. That'll get the first down, but we have a penalty. Let's check the TH. 26. That just sounds like holding, and that's what it is. And they will bring that back 10 yards. They're going to take away that first down. Make him do it again. 3rd down and 14 now. Back on the 13-yard line, too, so they're backed up pretty deep in their own territory here. We'll go medium pass heavy for Miami. And we will get a medium pass. But now we are backed up inside the 14. Where's that medium pass at? There it is. All right. So 26 this time. 26 is going to be back to Duriel Harris. So we're going to A again. And we got a BD. We'll make it an AD. So we're running basically the same play, but we're just on a different chart now. And it's going to be Griese looking for Duriel Harris. A 31. That's a 7. That'll be complete for 18 yards. And that is a huge first down for Griese. Hits Harris over the middle, takes a few steps up the field, gets nailed, but it's enough for a first down. It'll be 1st and 10 now on the Miami 31. 3:45 to go in this quarter. And they're going to go back to the run. It's going to be an inside run now for Miami. All right, 25. That should be Delvin Williams. Yes, it is. And 44. Defense is looking for it now. It's a BG. It's Delvin Williams on the inside. 22 for Williams. That's a 16. And he'll get 5 against that tough defense. They were looking for run. When they're looking for that run, it's going to be a shorter gain regardless of what you roll. That'll make it 2nd and 5 now. We're down to 3:15 to go. And Miami's going to stick with the run here. Another inside run. And we have a 54 this time. 54 is going to be back to Steve Howell. And a 22 on the defense. Man, the defense is lined up against the run on this drive for Miami here. That's a BG. Same play, basically. It's going to be Steve Howell this time, our fullback. And Howell gets through the middle. And he'll get 5 of his own, and that'll be a first down. All right, 1st and 10 up to the 41 now for Miami. Putting a little drive together here. And they're going to go to the pass. It's going to be a short pass. All right. 35 and 36. So on the defense, a 36 is a BS. And 35 is going to be Delvin Williams. So Delvin Williams is our running back. He's going to be our target on this play. He's a B on short passes, so we'll stay at BS. Griese looking for his running back. 53 is a 9. Nice. And that'll be complete. That'll be 7 yards. So we're going to go Griese to Delvin Williams for 7, right? Yep. And that'll make it 2nd down and 3 now, up to their own 48-yard line. This drive started on like the 17 or something. All right, so it's going to be standard offense. And it's going to be a short pass. All right, 51 this time. 51 is Tony Nathan, our running back. Last time Griese threw to him, it was intercepted. Oh, 43, though. 43 is a CG, and we're going to make it a BG because Nathan's an A. All right, so it's going to be a BG now. Short pass, Griese to Tony Nathan. 54. We're going to have a penalty. We have a 2-yard gain, but we have a penalty, so let's check the TH. Oh, my, that's big. That's against the defense. 31. That's going to be unnecessary roughness. 15 yards from the gain, and that'll be a first down. So that 2 yards will count. So we're going to go Griese. Hits Tony Nathan for 2. It would have been short of a first down. But on top of it, we have a penalty, 15 yards against Buffalo. Make an automatic first down. It'd be a first down anyway, but so that was what that was. Unnecessary roughness. And it's going to be 1st and 10. They're all the way down to Miami's 35, or Buffalo's 35. Trying to get that touchdown back. And they're going to go medium pass. All right, 64. And 64 is Elmer Bailey. No idea who Elmer Bailey is. 61 on the defense. That's a CS. Elmer Bailey's a C. He's a wide receiver too. C1. And he will be our target here. So 61 was what? CS. We're going to stay right at CS on this medium pass. And we're going to go Griese looking for Bailey. And a leaner. There we go. Oh, that's what it was. 41. 41 is not good. It's a 19, so that'll be incomplete. I was a little worried about the interception there. But Griese misses out on Elmer Bailey. I feel like you don't see a lot of people named Elmer anymore, you know? All right. Second and 10, Miami back to the run. We go inside run. All right, a 26. That's going to be Delvin Williams. And a 23. That's going to be, they're looking for the pass. That's going to be a CD. So Delvin Williams is going to take the handoff up the middle here. 25 for Williams. That'll be a 17, and he'll get 6. Make it a very manageable 3rd and 4 for the Dolphins. On the Buffalo 29. Oh, we're going to a different board. So 3rd and 4. Let's go short pass heavy here. And we will get a medium pass. Do I still have it? Yeah, I have medium pass until I get to the 15. So Miami this is the second straight 3rd down and 4 that I can think of where they went medium pass. 55 on your receiver. 55 is Woody Bennett. And he is a running back. Where's he? There, he's a fullback. So he's a fullback too. He's going to take the dump off pass here on this medium pass play. And 34 on your defense. Are they looking run? Yes, they are. 34. Yeah, that's a BG. So they're going to come out looking for the run here. And Bennett is a C, so we're going to move it back to CG. And it's going to be Griese looking for his fullback. A 23 for Griese. That's a 29. He's going to get sacked. And he is going to lose 12 yards on the sack, and that is going to move him out of field goal range. What a great play by Buffalo's defense. So Griese minus 12. That's a huge sack. Who got it for Buffalo? And that'll be 55. That'll be Lucius Sanford, who I think later on in the 80s goes on to play for the Browns. Lucius Sanford. And it is going to be 4th and 16 back at the 41. I don't know if Uwe Shaman's going to kick a 59-yard field goal. I don't think I'm going to try it. Not at this point in the game. I think we're going to go ahead and punt and try to pin him pretty deep here. Buffalo's had 2 pretty good drives. One ended in an interception, but in both cases, they moved down the field pretty well. So let's bring out George Roberts to do the punting. It's a 53. That's a 6. And it's going to be a touchback. George Roberts couldn't get it done. Couldn't get that ball to bounce properly. It bounced into the end zone. And Buffalo's going to start 1st and 10 at their own 20. 45 seconds left in this quarter. And they're going to start off with an outside run. All right, a 46 and a 46. 46 is going to be Curtis Brown. And a defense is going to be a BS. So Curtis Brown on the outside run. Oh, a 64. That'll be an 18. And he'll get 3. So Curtis Brown gets around the end, thinks he has some daylight, and then gets nailed down by one of those killer bees. And this is going to be the last play of this first quarter. 2nd and 7. And they're going to go Buffalo. That's going to be an outside run. All right, 41 this time. 41 is going to be Joe Cribbs. Oh, no, wait, 41's their defense. 55 this time. That's going to be Curtis Brown again. And 41 is going to be an AS. So Curtis Brown takes the handoff. 42. Is that another 19? That's an 18. This time he'll get 4. And that will end the first quarter. Buffalo leading 7-0 on a nice little touchdown pass from Joe Ferguson to Mark Brammer, I believe it was. And we're going to go into the second quarter here with Buffalo having it 3rd and 3 at their own 27. And we'll just go standard offense here. It's going to be an inside run. Whoops. There we go. All right, a 26 and a 26. I keep doing that. That's going to be Joe Cribbs. 26 on your defense is a BS. So Cribbs is going to take the pitch now. A 56 for Cribbs. That's a 24. And he'll get 3, and he'll get the first down. To fight for it. He fought for those yards, but he got it. And that'll make it 1st and 10 at the 30 for Buffalo. And we're going to go outside run now, as Buffalo's just going to kind of hand the ball off for a little while. All right, a 33. So the defense is looking for this one. They're getting used to those run plays. 33 is going to be a BG. And 52, that'll be Curtis Brown. Taking another pitch out. 24 this time, that's a 22. And he'll get nothing, and he will get knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 10 on the 30. And let's go short pass heavy here. Been a while. And we will get a short pass. All right, a 22. That's going to be Ruben Gant. Ruben Gant. Oh, no, it's defense. I keep doing that. 22 on the defense is a BD. And actually, the offensive player is a 24, and that is going to be Curtis Brown. He's a B. So Curtis Brown against a BD. Ferguson keeps rolling those doubles. That's a 5. And he will get 12 yards and another first down. I wonder how many of Ferguson's completions have gone for first downs. It seems like all of them. I keep rolling doubles for him, except for that interception. He's actually 6 of 8 for 97 yards. He's got the touchdown. He's got the pick. All right. 1st and 10 on the 42 now for Miami, or for Buffalo. And it is going to be an inside run. All right, a 41. A 46. It's going to go back to Curtis Brown, the man of the drive. 41 is an AS. So Curtis Brown takes the handoff. Oh, 16. He's going to get 25. He's going to get nothing that time. Stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Those killer bees getting in there. And that'll make it 2nd and 10 now. Let's go short pass heavy again. And this time we'll get a short pass. All right, a 23 and a 16. So the 16 is going to be Jerry Butler. He's an A. He's the number 1 receiver. 23 on the defense is not great. That's a CG. Make it a BG. And Ferguson, look at his chops here at this BG defense. He's about to throw his number one receiver. A 26. Oh, it's not going to do it. It's going to be complete. It'll be complete for just 4. So it's going to be 3rd and 6. I think it's Butler's 3rd catch of the game. 3rd and 6 now. Let's go short pass heavy. As Ferguson goes over 100 yards. It's going to be a short pass. And we get a 51 and we get a 14. So we're going back to Butler. 51 is an AD. Back to Jerry Butler. 46 this time for Ferguson. He's not going to get this one done. It will be incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down, and Buffalo is going to have to punt. So the doubles magic wore off there for Ferguson. So we're going to bring out Greg Cater to do the putting for Buffalo. 64. 64 is an 8. And that is going to be a 41-yard punt taken by our D10. All right. So he's going to take it. That's going to be at the 13-yard line. Tony Nathan going to take it at the 13. 25 for Nathan. And that's a 20. And he will get 5 yards on the return. And Miami will start 1st and 10 on their own 18-yard line. So not the best field position for Miami throughout this game. But they got the ball back. So it's 1st and 10 now for the Dolphins. And they are going to start out with a medium pass. $56. That was a 56. There it is. 56 is going to be Nick Giaquinto. I don't know that name. Nick Giaquinto. What is he? There he is. He's a backup running back, halfback. Went to Connecticut. Just had a birthday. Well, about 4 weeks ago. All right, so he is a C. So 41 for your defense is AS. So we'll make it a BS. Oops. And we're going to go Griese to Giaquinto. A 16 for Griese. That's a 19, and that'll be incomplete. Griese's struggling. He's 4 of 8 for 41 yards in this game. But he was near the end of his career, I would assume, by now. I don't know. I never did go look to see who started this game for Miami. So, he's got Pro Football Helper as David Woodley as the number 1 quarterback here. It might have been David Woodley. I'm not even sure. That's okay. All right, so we're going to go 2nd and 10, and we're going to go outside run for Miami. All right, we get a 64. Ooh, who's that? That's going to be Woody Bennett on the fullback. And he is not an outside run guy, so we're going to flip to inside run. And 65 on your defense is BS. So we will go Woody Bennett. A 55 for Wood. And that'll be 9 yards. Stop just short of that 1st down. But making a really nice 3rd and 1 for Miami here. And let's go run heavy. Let's go big. And we're going to get a 4. That's an inside run. It's going to be Delvin Williams. And 23. Oh, they're looking for the pass, aren't they? 23. That's going to be CD. So Williams. 13. That should do it. That's a 20. And he will get 2, and he will get the 1st down. So both teams, able to move the ball a little bit. Points aren't coming, but both teams are able to move the ball here. That's Miami's 5th 1st down. Buffalo has 8. Miami with only 81 total yards. They're not moving as well as Buffalo. Buffalo has 141 right now. And it's 1st and 10. And they're going to go outside run. All right, a 51. Whoops. A 51 will be. Is that going to be Tony Nathan? And a 24. 24 will be a BS. Tony Nathan against a pretty standard defense here. A 16 for Nathan. That's a 25. That is no gain. And that'll bring up second down and 10. And we'll go short pass heavy here. And we will get a short pass. $46 and 54. So 54, that's a BG. And 46 is going to be Tony Nathan. He's an A, so make it an AG. So Griese looking at a pretty good defense to throw against here. A 52, though, that's a 28. He's going to get sacked. Man, he had guys open in the secondary and just did not throw the ball. All right, but he's going to get sacked by someone for Buffalo. Who got him? That will be Isaiah Robertson with the sack. I don't know him. Isaiah Robertson gets the sack, and that is going to make it third down and 15 now for Miami. And they're going to go medium pass heavy, and they're going to get a medium pass. $15, though, that's going to be Nat Moore. He's an A. And your defense of a 52, that's going to be a CG. We're going to make this a BG. So we got a medium pass BG to our number one receiver in Nat Moore. Griese, a 21. Griese's not getting those rolls. 16 will be incomplete. They're going to have to punt it out. And Griese, is that 4 for 9 now? Yeah, he goes under 50%. And let's go ahead and punt it away. We'll bring out George Roberts to punt. A 31 for Roberts is a 6. And that is going to be 40 yards taken by D10. So Roberts goes 40. And who's going to return? That's going to be Terry Miller on the return. There's a name I haven't said yet. Terry Miller on the punt return for Buffalo. A 46 for Miller. That's a 24. Oh, that is not Terry Miller. That's Joe Cribbs. My bad. 46 for Cribbs is a 25, and a 25 is no gain. So Cribbs gets hit as soon as he catches the ball. Wanted to flag. Didn't get it. Crowd's going crazy. 9.5 to go. Let's do another drive here. I'm getting ready to eat some dinner, but let's do one more drive. Let's do Buffalo's drive, see what happens. And we got a 7. We're going to start with an outside run. All right, a 5-2. That'll be a CD. 64. That's going to be Roland Hooks. So our backup halfback against a passing defense. It's going to take the run. 35 for Hooks. That's a 17. And he is going to get 12 yards. So good start there for Buffalo and Roland Hooks getting 12. First and 10 up to the 48-yard line of Miami. All right, we're going to the inside run now. It's going to be Chris. I'm sorry, no, it's not. 65. It's actually going to be Hooks again. 13 on your defense is a BS. So Hooks is going to go up the middle this time. 13 is 18, and 18 is 2 yards. So Roland Hooks gets 2 this time. All right, 2nd and 8 now, right at midfield. Let's go short pass heavy. And we get a short pass. $44 on your defense. That is an AD. 56 is going to be Terry Miller, our kick returner. He's a C. So make it a BD. And it's, short pass. This is going to be Ferguson looking for Terry Miller. Oh, 23 is not good. It's 26. Okay. So Ferguson's going to scramble on this play. Let's see what he's got in him here. So our original defense was AD, so that's a great defense to run against. We're going to go outside runs, so Ferguson going to scramble out of the pocket. Oh, 44. And he's going to take off and run, and he is going to get 3 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 5. I got to find this game on YouTube tonight. Even though it was 17-7, it's probably pretty boring, but check it out. Check out some of these players. All right, 3rd and 5 now. Let's go short pass heavy. And it's going to be a short pass. A 41 on your defense is an AS. 16 is Jerry Butler, so we're going to go AS on this one. And Ferguson's going to look for his number 1. A 31. It's going to be complete. It's going to be 11 yards, and it's going to be another first down for Buffalo. They've played pretty well in this this first quarter on offense. All right, we got 7.5 to go. We're at the halfway point of the second quarter. 1st and 10 now in Miami's 36. And they're going to go with an inside run. All right, a 61. That's going to be BS. And a 56. So 56 is going to be Roosevelt Leaks against a BS. I love it when people's names are sentences. So Roosevelt Leaks, I think it might be his first carry. Backup fullback. 51 is an 8. And he'll get 6 yards. Good run. Roosevelt Leaks, but Roosevelt runs the ball too. And that'll make it 2nd and 4 to the 30. Buffalo trying to get on the board one more time here. At least one more time. 15 is going to be a short pass. $34. And Miami comes out looking for the run. That's an AG. 21 is Jerry Butler. And whoa, Butler against an AG. Ferguson's got a chance here if he can complete the pass. And he will not. He's going to run instead. So he's going to take off. And he's going to scramble against that AG. I would have said thrown the ball. That's what I would have said. But Ferguson now. 15. Oh, he'll get something. He'll get 1. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 3. Wait, they have Joe Ferguson and Duke Ferguson. Nice. All right, 3rd and 3 at the 29. So it's a 46-yard field goal right now for Nick Mickamere if they're going to go for it. But it's still 3rd and 3. Let's go standard. And they're going to go inside run. And they're going to go for Joe Cribbs. And 21 is going to be BS. So Cribbs against a pretty standard defense needs 3. 54. Oh, we're going to have flags all over the place. He will get 4 yards, but there's a penalty. Let's check that TE. Oh, a 41. That sounds like holding, and it is. And that'll back him up. That's the second time they've had a first down wiped off the board. And that's going to knock him out of field goal range, too. So it's going to be 3rd and long on the holding penalty. 3rd and 13 back at the 39. Let's go medium pass heavy. And we'll get a medium pass. Man, you can't punt from the... You're going to have to punt from the 39 if this is incomplete. I hate that. Okay, what do we got here, Buffalo? All right, they're going to look for Jerry Butler again. The A receiver. And the defense is not good. We're back to an AG. So AG medium pass. Ferguson looking for Jerry Butler. 56 is not going to do it. It's an 18. It's incomplete. So many chances against those good defenses wasted. And then I'll make it 4th and 13 from the 39. You got to punt this. I mean, that's a 56-yard field goal. 6 minutes to go. You got to punt this. You got to keep playing field position here. And see what happens. So let's bring out Greg Cater. A 42 for Cater is an 8. And an 8 will go out of bounds at the 16-yard line. It's a 23-yard punt. It's not terrible. And that'll be 1st and 10 Miami on the 16. And I'm going to call it a video with 5:45 to go in the second quarter. And I'll be back in a day or two to finish this game and get on to the next one. I really, the 1965 set is easily my favorite set other than 89. 89 is my favorite. 65 is something. I really like this 1980 set. There's a lot of players in here I really do know. And a lot of good quarterbacks, it seems like, on this thing. So I might play a couple more of these 1980 games before I get to my week 4 in 1989. But anyway, thanks for watching tonight. And I will be back in a day or two. And like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I'll talk to y'all later.